Okay. We're back, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, we are.
With the F and G show.
That's right.
With more updates to them.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm about flabbergasted, basically, on this 9th episode. 8th or 9th? I don't know.
8th episode.
You sure? Well, whatever episode we on.
Yes.
So I'll let you start off on this one because I got some historical analysis to make.
You know what Frank about to do?
Yeah.
Back in slavery, when it
I gotta go back.
In this episode, everything's starting to come to a head, starting to boil over, starting to pop.
Yes.
And it opens up with the mother being in the nut hut with all the other ladies that was killing folk.
All the people who moved to Compton that killed their families or were going crazy.
Females.
Ended up in the insane asylum. Mm-hmm. And guess what? Lobotomies, ladies and gentlemen. All the women were getting lobotomies. So immediately when I saw that scene, I said, oh, crap, not again. Experimentation on us. So I said, okay, everybody get lobotomies, but the mama didn't get a lobotomy, but everybody else in that place got a lobotomy.
But she's on deck.
She's on deck to get a lobotomy.
Yeah. And meanwhile, the husband was trying to see her, but they sent her off.
Mm-hmm.
He goes home, and hey, coon, he turns around, swallop. He gets knocked in the head with a baseball bat.
Mm-hmm.
They tie him up in a chair.
The guys in the neighborhood tie him up in the chair.
And they asking him, where's that lady across
Where's that white lady across the street that been all the loud mouth?
And they don't know where she at.
They think he kidnapped her and has her somewhere hidden.
Now, out on the farm, the milkman that she had been pitching woo with all this time, she goes out to see him. And what he does is he drugs her. And he
Mickey her up.
Yep. And he has a, I don't know why he has this in California.
Underground shelter. They think the end times is coming, so they have underground shelters.
Well, this guy. In the South, they would have these bomb shelters.
Well, yeah, it's kind of a bomb shelter. Well, still the same thing.
Here it's like tornadoes. Tornadoes come to get in a little bomb
in
shelter.
California?
But in California, they don't have tornadoes, so maybe they was thinking bomb shelter. I don't know. But he has this underground
end time shelter, y'all.
End time shelter. They weren't like think about the end of the times in the 50s.
Yeah, they was.
No.
They were crazy about that stuff. They were crazy about that stuff back then.
Okay. Anyways, the guy had a shelter.
Mm-hmm.
They dug out, and he bought these dresses for her, and he had her down there.
I thought it was the apartment.
Well, it was the apartment at first when she got drugged, but when she woke up, she was down in that
I still thought it
thing.
was the apartment, and then we found out it was it was the underground shelter.
Well, at first it was the apartment. Mm-hmm. But when he woke up, he said, "Oh, you drank too much, you loopy."
Mm-hmm.
And then he took her to the shelter. She ended up down there, and so he goes down there to eat dinner and all that stuff. He comes back.
You talk about the rope burns on her arm. He had rope burns. Well, the rope was supposed to be used to hang the black guy and his kids in the neighborhood.
Well, they led us to believe.
That's what he thought we were going to do. But he was winding the rope around his arm, thinking I'm getting ready to hang him. But he tied her behind up. The milkman that she was fooling around with tied her up and took her down to the bomb shelter or end time shelter, whatever you want to call it. And she realized, oh, this man is crazy as a Betsy bug, but she crazy as a Betsy bug too because of her racism. So her racism got her kidnapped and trapped in an underground shelter. The black man over in the neighborhood is getting his kids beat. He's getting beat to death, basically, threatened because they said he did it. Okay. Mm-hmm. And now, while we're down in the shelter, she tries to play her little cool self. Stabbed him in the neck with the wine opener.
Well, what happened was, he opened up the wine with the old school corkscrew.
Mm-hmm.
And then he poured the wine.
Yeah,
and she was like, "Yeah, I usually drink my wine with ice, but it's okay." And he's like, "No,
ain't no ice in the underground shelter.
You gonna get what you want." So then he left, got the ice, came back, and then he got the drink and everything. And then she asked for some more wine, and he looked over, and the corkscrew was gone. Mm-hmm. When he looked over, she stuck him in the neck.
Missed the vein,
but didn't do a good job because she should have kept sticking him. Stuck him in the neck, and then she backed up. He got pulled it out, and he said a little speech to her and everything.
He said, "If you don't love me, I'm going to show you how to love me." That's what he said, something like that.
To that effect.
And he walked out the shelter, locked her in, and then the scene went to the next thing. But
so, go back to across town, and over across town, they over there arguing, and he asking a black guy, this is a guy in the neighborhood, what happened to the white lady?
Mm-hmm. What happened to her?
I don't know. He beating her. So then he ended up taking some shares. Mm-hmm. Like, open up your hand. He opened up his hand. First he didn't want to, but he was going to beat his daughter, so he opened his hand, cut her finger off.
Cut his finger off.
Excuse me, yeah. And so he's like, where's she at? He's like, I'm telling you, I don't know where she at. So they tie him up, throw him in the basement. They
throw
go
him
down
the basement. Mm-hmm.
Put the rope around his neck. They start pulling him up in the basement. The little girl tried to come over and bite one guy.
Knocked her out.
Smacked her back.
Yeah, smacked her back.
So the older daughter runs in the back to get something.
I missed that part.
But that's why she wasn't in the scene. She ran back. Meanwhile, dude, legs kicking, he's struggling and everything.
He's being hung.
And that's pretty much how it goes off.
Yeah.
So,
we
got to go so we can see what's going to happen next.
I know, y'all, but
2 more episodes left.
But I still can't get it out of my head of the immense insanity of racism. This is what it does to people on both sides of the aisle. And it's crazy because all these people had to do was say, okay, black people are moving in the neighborhood. If you don't like it, move out. And then all you have to do is say, well, to become a black neighborhood. And you move wherever you want. But why is it that everybody cannot seem... And then all of the people out there are going to probably jump on me or say things about me. It's just that I understand the reality of how racism is mental illness. Believe me, watching them, you will see how crazy racism is.
Anyways, we're going to get to the next episode before Frank get on the soapbox some more. We're going to see what's going to happen in episode 9.
Episode 9. I'm controversial. My friend is not.
I'm just a realist, man. It is what it is.
And I like stirring up trouble.
Yeah, we see. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, this is Them Review.
And this is the FNG show.
Yes, sir.
And I stir up good trouble.
Is trouble ever good? Anyways, we out.
Out.